stuff everywhere. Hello. Okay, today is welcome to the Become Your Magic Power Hour, where we meet here every Monday through Friday. In order to, at what time? At 9 p.m. Our times has varied, but I mean, we're here every day, Monday through Friday. We staying around 9 p.m. at this time in this season at this hour. And so you can catch us or catch the replay anytime you do. Just let us know that you was a part of the conversation, that you liked it. I love when I get messages from queens that message me or young men that message my husband. I like when they see me out in the street. Or they shout him out. Anyway, today I'm super excited. Because we're having a special guest. Because we are talking about, let's see, has Christmas evolved for you? Once again, I said this is the Become Your Magic Power Hour. We'll start talking more about the topic at the 15-minute hour. But in case this is your first time tuning in, what it means to become your magic is that we spend this time to speak out about all the abracadabra moments that led us to who we are today, that led us to all of our magic, all of our beauty, all of our everything. You know what I mean? And so it's like it all happened with you. It all started with your choices. It all started with your feelings. It all started with how you saw yourself. And so you're plugging into the source. I am so excited to say that on today, I became the soul doctor. Wanda, what did you think when I called the soul doctor? I have been anointed. So hyped. I have been hyped all day because this morning, as I was going into how I do, and when I'm about to take my shower or my meditation, how I get prepared in the morning, depending on what my spirit feels like, I'm either gonna play a song or listen to somebody on YouTube. But today, honey, I decided I was going to type in Dr. Miles Monroe in my YouTube. And the first thing that I played it and went to start in my meditation. And let me tell you, God confirmed once again something else. And so I decided that I am no longer the soul coach. I am the soul doctor. I have come to heal your soul, to heal your relationship with yourself, to take your unconsciousness into your heart, into that subconscious place. So I'm super excited. I've been celebrating all day. My dad's like, what? Who told me? My daddy told me I'm the doctor now. That's right. Why? Because it's a one-on-one basis. There is no blueprint for any one person. It's basically about what your experiences are, what you dealt with, what you've been through, in order for me to help you see the value in your valleys. And so I was so excited. How many people got some extra stuff today? Were writing and, just doing their work. And so when I wrote down that today I became a soul doctor in my book, I had to put the date. And it says, the reason why I say I'm a soul doctor, this is what went into my spirit. And I say, as God whispers, I write it down. It says, I help you clean out the viruses in your heart drive. Did you hear me? I'm the soul doctor because I help you clean out the viruses in your heart drive. Listen, phone ringing. Could you tell somebody to stop calling me, please? But anyway, that's another subject, another chapter, another moment in time. Right now, I'm about to welcome my guest, our oldest. She's still our baby girl, Miss Essence, because today's topic is, drum roll please, has Christmas evolved for you? And so the reason why we're going to have Essence on, because when I was thinking about the evolution of Christmas in my home, I thought about Essence telling me the first time she realized that there was no Santa. And so, as her being the oldest, she was the first person that we got to train on, like from beginning to end. And so now I'm going to have her come in and it's going to be a fun conversation, but she's going to tell us when was the first time that she discovered Christmas and all the lies and all the false stories that we were feeding her. And so, without further ado, welcome Miss Essence Paulin. What's going on? Oh, that's what you get. That's what you get. You got caught. You got caught. You got caught. Hey, boo.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today, my love. Our firstborn. One of my many proud moments. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I was wondering if you were willing to tell the people the story of what when you found out that Santa wasn't wheels. Let them know what was the moment in time, if you can remember or recollect what age you were, and just let them know a little bit about when we got found out.
So they did pretty good, y'all, because I didn't find out till about middle school, like 6th grade. Could have been 5th grade, but I want to say it was 6th grade.
Oh my God, you know what? I thought it was like first or second grade. Oh, we did good. I didn't know we lasted that long. Okay.
Sixth grade.
We did great.
Okay, it might have been 5th grade. I'm not going to give y'all that much.
Yeah, it might have been 5th. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Sorry. Elementary, but we lived in Ramblewood, so I want to say it was middle school because I feel like we lived there when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying that. So, if y'all don't know, now you know. I used to be obsessed with Hannah Montana. Like, my room was purple. I had about 2,000 Hannah Montana stickers on the wall. Like the big ones, like the long ones. I had small ones. I had a Hannah Montana little mouse pad. Like, everything Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, I had it. Anything you could think of, yep, they bought it, and I had it, period. And this is when I found out everything was a little weird, a little fishy, because it was Christmas, and she always used to put it from Mom and Dad, from Jesus, and from Santa Claus. Okay?
You really remember.
So she gave me, I opened the first one from Mom and Dad, right? And it was like a gray, cute Hannah Montana sweater. I was like, oh my God, I love this. Open one from Jesus, it was a pink one. And I was like, okay, maybe this one's the same story. And then I opened one from Santa Claus, and it was a pink one. And I was like, girl, no, somebody's lying right now because ain't no way all of y'all stopped at the same store and picked up the same sweater. So that's when she got herself caught up because she didn't even switch up the style. It was the exact same sweater, y'all, just in 3 different shades. She tried it. She tried my intelligence at that point. So.
And no, I'm gonna tell you that is so funny how anytime eventually the jig is up, right? Because you forget how to keep on going. Because you know what I think happened, that is why I'm cracking up laughing. I know what happened because by that time was it all of y'all?
Yeah.
So now just imagine, look, Star is cracking up laughing. I'm telling you, I have bits and pieces, but it's making me laugh because I remember the moment because we're so honest. So, not in that moment did she tell, but when she told that story, it was so hilarious to me because even when I think about the Hannah Montana thing, what happened was I always see Wandell's family always does their Christmas parties on Christmas Eve. And everybody knows that I'm a procrastinator. And then on top of my procrastination, I want everything perfect and I want it to be the way I want it to be. So I wrap everything. So I gotta, why are you laughing so hard? So I gotta wrap everything. So now I'm out here wrapping everything the night before with for 5 kids at different ages. So now Essence, as you see, Essence still believes in Santa. So the jig is to the 5th power. So imagine us hiding all this stuff and stuff everywhere. So anyway, what happened is I wrapped and I started to wrap there. I had this whole system of colors. So I had to do it in order. So I would wrap everything. I mean, put the stuff in boxes and then put everybody's piles in an area. And then I would give everybody their own color wrapping paper. And then I would wrap their whole section, and do like that. So what happened is at the end, I just was like, okay. Like you said, from Jesus, I didn't want to give Santa all the credit because I know the real story. They knew the real story, but we was all in the false prophets and the commercial, wanting to be a part of tradition because it's just so much fun. So we're doing everything, but then I still want to give Jesus credit because he paid it all. And then us. So I think what happened was I know what happened was I took all those gifts and wrap them. And then when I'm just putting names, okay, this from Jesus, this from this, I forgot that I had so many different boxes with Hannah Montana. And so that is so hilarious. How did you feel after you found out? In that moment when you was figuring it out, how'd you feel?
I don't know. I don't think I was mad or anything because people my age were already trying to tell me it wasn't real. So it was just like, well.
Who was the first person told you it wasn't real?
Huh?
Who was the first person told you it wasn't real?
I don't remember. Probably Asia, knowing her. I don't know.
You know what? And Ray Vaughn had ruined it for Josh.
Yeah, exactly.
He don't care what Ray Vaughn says.
He said he don't care what Ray Vaughn say.
Santa come to his house.
Santa come to his house. So, but that's what I said. Sometimes they said, "Do you think the kids will be upset?" I think it comes a time and a place for fairy tales to end, And when you're smart enough to figure it out like that, then it's now to say, listen, this is what's really good. This is the credit that's given. And so I thought it was fun while it lasted. I know you had a ball. I guess I did a great job. Daddy getting everything, me serving my part by doing it. And he would stay up all night too, watching me put everything together, waking up with the camera. And you know why I did that? You know why I know I did that? I remember in the very beginning when we were growing up, we had great Christmases. And then as years going by, Christmas changed. That's why I said, what is the evolution of Christmas for you? And so it changed to good Christmases to, because of circumstances, it's not fun no more because life, Travis, life happened, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll have Christmas on one day, and unfortunately, my father had a drug problem, so Christmas is over the day after. And so it really changed Christmas. It evolved into something like, who cares about it, but let's focus on the gift of Christmas. Then it moved into what? Then it moved into me finally getting my own kids, and then that celebration came back. And so we live vicariously through you. I know I did through all of you guys. And two, we got to the point now where it's evolved to this new season. I love this new season. What are you and your siblings doing that in this new season? This is the first year.
We are doing Secret Santa, which is gonna be exciting because whoever got me, I'm nervous. I heard you took them to the mall, so hopefully I got something good. Who knows? I already got my person something. I found out somebody's because they had to text me and ask me to get something off Amazon. So I'm already narrowing it down to who could be left. But the person that I got is so sure that I have them, which is kind of crummy, but I've been trying to divert them to think I don't have them.
I promise they don't know who got who.
They do. Every day they say it. They say it. And they were like, every day read through my paper when I put it out the thing. You already know who it was that was reading the papers to see who had who.
I'm Serenity.
The other one.
Rayvon.
Yeah.
The other way.
He said, I know you got somebody with an R in their name. And I said, not you was looking that hard. So hopefully
But you know what I love about your evolution is that it went from you being us being the people that are creating this fantasy, this magical, you just wake up and everything you dreamed of comes, right? And then you evolve into the place where you realize that all that hard work was because somebody wanted to see you experience a magical moment. And then you move on to now where y'all are old enough to understand what it is and how fun it is for the gift, because it is supposed to be the gift of giving, right? It's given to receive. And so to watch you guys now, first of all, it takes 5 things off of our list. So
I didn't put that tree up.
No, we didn't put up a tree.
I thought you put the tree up days ago.
They just moved the furniture around.
But we really live for Kwanzaa. So I love that we've evolved so much that Christmas is not like the main focus. So I can see the evolution of even how we are celebrating, because in the beginning, like I said, it was all of that. It was so much work. It was taken out of all, but it was given so much joy. So definitely was worth every piece of it. But I think that it should evolve into like what it is now. Now it's the surprise, right? Because if you're gonna write everything on your list and get it, what's really the surprise? I do love that no matter what, you guys never had crazy lists, and that you always was like super surprised. And I was super surprised at the blessings that I got. Like, you guys write it down and then God will give me like, oh my God, I found these Uggs brand new for $25 at the flea market. Somebody was in it. And I mean, like, never been worn. Like, stuff always happens. So I think that attention that was attached to it helped us be able to do things that you normally wouldn't do with 5 kids. So well that you wasn't helping rap yet. Back in the day, honey, you would have been a rapper at 5th grade middle school, honey. You rapping, girl. You rapping gifts of the house. You guys are so this new generation, honey, I tell you. What do you like? Are you loving Kwanzaa?
Do I like Kwanzaa?
Yes. Tell them what you learned about Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa's fun, The 7 principles.
What are you learning from Kwanzaa?
Sorry. I've learned a lot, but I don't remember all those names.
No, I didn't say the names, girl, because, honey, I don't remember a lot of names. I've been doing it since I was a little girl. I'm talking about, like, what kind of ideas, what does it mean when we celebrate Kwanzaa? How do you see the difference in the celebration of Christmas and us celebrating Kwanzaa outside of gifts? Like, what does it feel like? What does it feel like experiencing the Kwanzaa tradition?
Kwanzaa's more like a unifying thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we talk and we think out things together. Mm-hmm. And Christmas is more just like, just open your presents.
Look what I got you.
Thank you.
Look what I got you.
But Kwanzaa's more like thoughtful, I guess you can say.
And look what I got.
Yes. And I love that, because that's what I would say. Kwanzaa is an intention set, right? So you want to be intentional. You want to, speak out loud. I love that you said that, because we speak out loud every day about what that principle is, how we are going to apply it for that year. So we're not making, 10-year goals. We're making a goal for this year. So how are we going to apply this? How are we going to move together economically? How are we going to improve in our purpose? How are we going to try to find more about? So I think I love that, because now when you're unwrapping, it's actually after you actually had a conversation, like you actually had a communication and an experience. So I'm loving Kwanzaa. I'm loving the evolution for you. I'm so glad that you decided to tune in with us. I'm not going to make you stay and hold the whole conversation.
You got to stay the whole time. What you give me for Christmas, girl?
But what I love the best is that your story.
What did it begin with?
I
just start opening up the Amazon boxes. That's all I got to do. Here's an Amazon queen.
You got a whole lot of packages in there. And guess what, you guys? For all the years that we, pour into them before they got to the ages that they are. This year, it turns out we are getting 5 gifts, huh?
Oh, really?
Or more, because it's 5 of y'all.
We finally getting
So I
our
should have
get
got
back.
one thing. Dang.
We are finally getting some get back around here.
So that means the gift that keeps on giving is coming back. Look at that. And this is the true spirit.
So you take care of your children when they're young,
they're going to take care of you. And so when I saw it, I'm like, oh, can you drop me over at the mall? And you walk this way and I walk this way. You want to get us a gift? Oh my God. But you know what I love? You guys always do sentimental gifts, not expensive, but thoughtful. Like thought-provoking gifts. You give gifts that are...
Oh, no, they do expensive. They do expensive for you.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying that they're more priceless because the expense is just the cost, but the intention is what makes it priceless. It's not that you got somebody a computer, is that they needed that computer that you got them. You know, it's not that you got them that shirt, is that you realized they needed that shirt. So it means that I recognized what you needed, and I was thoughtful enough to take this opportunity to gift you with it because of the circumstances that I'm in. And so your gifts will get better. And I wish that you got great gifts. I love the
oh man, like
every year. I'm telling you, he get jealous, don't he? Essence every year, don't he get jealous? Like,
Essence stuff be fly.
No, I'm not exactly. Your stuff costs more, but you be like, but she got 2 things, right?
Like a little kid.
He's like a little kid.
Yeah, I ain't getting no bracelet.
He count things, you know.
My bracelet that with the charms.
He wants a Pandora
bracelet. No one dad or nothing.
No, he didn't.
I need a Cuban link necklace. No one dad.
Okay, right. Tell him that's
right.
Tell us what.
Miss $20. I need that. Miss Truist. I need that.
I mean, that's 5 years later, right?
I want it iced out. Go holler at Vito. Let me get the iced out number 1.
Yeah, I'll holler at Vito. Right. I'll get it.
Listen, at the end of the day, that just means that your gift should be real to your truth. So people should never live outside their box. Never, not ever did we go into debt for it. You know what I mean? It's about really being real about the circumstances, trying what you can to do what you can. And when the jig is up, honey, own it. Say, I did it for you. And let that be it. Because look, people are never really sad about knowing that all that time you did that. Like, that is not one of the lies that people are going to want to kill you over, you know? And most people, that's why it's a tradition that gets passed down, because everybody eventually found out that Santa doesn't come. But most people follow in that same thing when they get their baby, their child. They wanna give those joys, like the Tooth Fairy. You remember the Tooth Fairy? So when did you find? I said it's all that's false prophecy. That's we are false prophets, but we're doing it for the better good, right? But I mean,
I wonder why they lie to you about taking drugs.
Whatever.
Still can't lie to these people. Can't lie. They still people.
I mean, I'm saying you get to the point where you tell them the truth. No, you tell them. It's okay to lie. You tell them.
That's all you learn from that. It's okay to lie on something.
I mean, didn't you? And you say it is okay to lie. It's not okay. You said it's okay to lie
I say it's a tool that you may have to use.
Right. And that's a tool that you may have to use.
Not hurt anyone's feelings, but you have to be conscious enough to know when to lie and when not to lie.
Yeah. And you love being lied to, because let me tell you something. This son of a gun, when I met him, he was what? You was 20, 19? You were 19.
Oh,
20. Were you 20 yet?
20.
You were 20. And I came over, his mama, they was having Christmas. They got all these he 20 now. Going up to the house, got his clothes all across the chair, celebrating Christmas, like big time. And then he's sitting here talking about don't lie to kids. He was still over there on Christmas morning.
Yeah, but I know
like he woke up in the bed. Don't matter what, but you still was going along with it. So
my mom liked the box, you know.
And then you were lied to into the jig was up, and you ain't never been mad about that lie. I ain't never heard you complain about that lie.
I did. I said, why they lie to me?
No, you did. You kept. So why you kept on going over there for Christmas?
Maybe question everything.
But why you kept on going for Christmas?
Ooh.
Because it's a lie you wanted to live.
Because of a want.
A lie you wanted to. What would you want? What did you want?
Whatever surprised me with whatever you got.
Exactly. So again, I said
I'm not gonna make the holiday bad for people. I'm conscious enough to know that I need to go ahead and get the stuff that she paid her hard-earned money for. See, I'm conscious.
But I'm just saying that is life.
If it wasn't,
we gotta let Essence go. We gotta let Essence go, and we're gonna finish the conversation.
Why she gotta go? She ain't gotta go. She better talk. So how's school? Did you finish all your exams?
Yeah, I didn't finish them before I left.
What's your GPA again? What's your GPA again?
That's an interview with Essence.
What's your GPA again?
3.8.
Oh, I thought I had said something.
3.8.
I thought I had said
3.8. Yep.
How do you get 3.8? You got all A's. That's weird.
Because you haven't had all your career.
Straight points, yes. Because you would have to have what?
Just A minus is different than A. A 93 or below. A 93 to a 90 is A minus. Only 94, 94. The rest is a A.
Mm-hmm. So they don't do that 10 system, huh? And I know 90 to 100, huh? That's good averages.
90 still an A.
Well, every teacher is different, so it's just minus. The most of the part is 93.
But yes,
majority.
Okay. Would you say majority?
Yeah.
So anyway, any last minute Christmas wishes you want to tell the guests before you leave us?
Cash at me. Hashtag $ Essence Falling.
Put that in. She said she's corrected. And so now you see why they would want to cash
for government. If anybody's feeling generous,
is $sign what?
She's a struggling college student.
Don't put struggling for her word. Is dollar what?
She can get her name.
It's my name. You don't know me. My whole full name. It's full government. No, not the middle thing. Not that. Just shut up. See? Just the first and the last name.
He just laughing.
Okay, so $Essence Falling. If you want to send her some love, she said she is a 3.8 student. She is now in her what? Well, let them know why they should send you a blessing in this holiday season as this video replays. You gotta tell them.
I am a sophomore at the University of North Carolina, Greensboro. My major is marketing. My minor is Chinese. Let me stop. That's my professional voice, guys. My major is marketing. My minor is Chinese. I am amazing at everything I do. I'm a winner. Donate to the winning team.
So you want to invest in the team. Don't start. You want to plant good seed in good ground. And so if you want to be a blessing to these kids, we complain about the kids that are not doing it right. Let's celebrate the kids that are doing it right, who are putting in the work now, who is definitely doing everything that they need to do, because this young girl got a full ride. We haven't had to spend a penny for her to go, and she is in honest college.
I'm gonna be that lucky next the rest of them kids. They ain't little.
Shut up. Listen, they all got good grades now. Yeah, you may not get a full ride, but shoot, we'll see. We never know. And we don't know if they want to go to college because that's not mandatory.
Yeah, I'm about to drop out.
No, you're not.
Just
kidding.
You always start in some trouble, girl. You something else.
Just kidding, guys. I'm gonna finish. Probably gonna go to grad school. Why not? We're gonna do a whole lot of stuff.
Are you gonna go to grad school too?
Probably. Why not? YOLO. Some extra year or two. Yeah.
Yes, honey.
Doctor. So I'm at 2 doctors in the house.
Yes, you're right, because I am the soul doctor.
I didn't say doctors, but now you dragged it. Just
What's you doing?
A doctrine, honey. Depends. It depends on.
Doctor.
Huh?
Sound like somebody you can say.
I'm the soul doctor. I got my doctorate today on the 21st. I got my PhD today. You know, I've been coaching the soul, mentoring the soul. Now I am in my. I'm a doctor now.
Doctor.
I'm the soul doctor. Seriously, I just got ordained today from God. Got elevated today. Y'all gonna stop laughing. I'm telling you, I'm so serious.
What was it called today?
I help to clean out all the viruses. Come on now, in your heart drive. You hear me? I help you clean out all the viruses in your heart drive. That's why I am.
I think he want to tell y'all about his Santa Claus. That's why I am. You want
to know what else I had to write down? Because I was in class today with God. You know what a soul print is now? You know, I always say you find your soul print, take your fingerprint into your soul print, you know? Right? You are a soul print essence. I'm asking you a question. Do you know what a soul print is? You know the definition? Yes. No, that's the fingerprint. I said the soul print. So for all this time, I've been saying it's on your fingerprint, soul print. So guess what I mean for the definition of soul print now? God gave me the definition. The definition of soul print is a lasting impression on the fossil of one's higher self. Do you get that? A lasting impression on the fossil of one's higher self. There I am. The reason why I say fossil is because God knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb.
So you old.
So every time you show up in the magnitude of who you are, it can never be discovered because you already been created, because you are an I am, which is a God piece. Come on now. Which means that every time you stop and send your peace, send your magic, touch somebody with what and who you are, honey, that is leaving your soul print. A lasting impression. What is the lasting impression? That is you. You're doing great thus far, little girl. Doing great thus far.
Yeah,
I mean, young queen, young lady. That just came to me today when I found out I'm the soul doctor. But come on now, you know I help you clean out the viruses in your hard drive. Y'all ain't never heard that before. I ain't never heard it.
I'm about to steal it. Don't worry.
You better steal it, don't worry. Listen. Now I know it's soul print. I made the word up, and now I have a definition that's going in the beginning of. I've been writing my definitions for the words I've made up through the years of soul coaching and mentoring and all of that. Now, as a doctor, now it's time to heal so many people's lives, and so everybody is necessary, and I can operate on any boy, girl, man, or woman, because I'm the soul doctor. And it is a one-on-one type of thing. That's why I call myself a doctor, because it's not a team, you guys. Everybody has an individual soul print, just like your fingerprint cannot be duplicated. Neither can the print of the soul. And the impressions that you are leaving, that are lingering, are the effects of like COVID. It is what you are adding to the world. So let me tell you, I'm excited about that. What do you think about me becoming a doctor today? Are you proud? Are you going to tell people your mom's a doctor today?
Yeah. Doctor. You made it great.
Doctor. The soul doctor. I love that.
Come check me out, doctor.
Anywho, I'm so glad. Hello, Melissa. I'm so glad that Christmas has evolved for you, though. And now you're older. Is it more fun now, or was it more fun as a kid, Essence?
More fun as a kid.
Because you didn't have to spend no money, huh?
More exciting, you know. It's not that exciting anymore. I will 12 o'clock on Christmas now.
You know when it comes back? Like I said, it comes back when you are putting those smiles on your own kids' faces one day. It'll come back
the
to
difference
you.
between, shopping with your family, then now you got your little situation where you got your little boo. Is it fun getting your little boo gifts and wondering what he's giving you and stuff like that?
Because I was hearing a lot of stories about Oh, guess what? Where is one? Can you tell us when was the first time he remembered there was no Santa? What was his story?
Come on over, bro.
Come tell us
over, bro. He was slick back there.
Auntie, come tell us the first time you found out. When was the first? How old were you? And what is the story of the first time you realized there wasn't a Santa? Can you remember?
I was young. I was like in first grade. It got messed up because all the kids at school, like all of them, told me there was no Santa. I asked my mom, she said there was no Santa. So it got messed up real quick.
So it had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with your mom's skill set and ability to hide it. It was all about those brats that ruined it for you, right?
Yeah, they said it quick. But now also my house don't have no chimney, and they used to say Santa Claus come down the chimney. So I knew that was a lie right there.
But you know what they say? You know what they say, man? They say the best way to keep your girl happy, man, buy her daddy nice gifts for Christmas. That's what they say.
So silly. That is hilarious. I love that. Some whoever is tuned in, you guys need to tell us what was the first time you found out, and was it like, oh my goodness? Melissa said, I feel like my magic could maybe be on blast today. Happy to be here and ready to shine some light.
Hey, Melissa.
Hey, Lip. So yeah, that's so funny. So can you remember when you found out that it was that there was no Santa for you, Melissa? I'm trying to think, when did I find out?
I found out early. I said, man, we ain't got no chimney. Santa Claus, they told Santa Claus.
Did we have a chimney? Well, we had a chimney because it was just a fight because we lived.
Yeah, she had a big old house when she was younger, y'all.
No, I did not. When we had a brownstone was when, by the time I was believing in Christmas. I mean, by the time we moved to, when I was older, like when Diamond and Emerald and all of them were coming, when we moved to Queens, by that time, I had already, the jig was up. But when we were like when we were little, and we did have a fireplace because we were in, what is the brownstones? You know, there is a fireplace there. It's like, it's like on one whole side or something. So that wasn't, when I'm trying to think when. Dang.
I was at an early age, man. I found stuff in my mom's closet.
I think that's how we found out. That's how I found out. Stuff in the closet. Did you ever find stuff in the closet? Did you ever look in our closet, Essence?
For sure. I looked everywhere.
You never found anything? And that is the very reason why I was never the person that packed. I mean, that's the very reason I was never the person that like did rapping as I went, which is why I was so overwhelmed on Christmas Eve, because we used to like, Rondell was so good. Sometimes we would leave everything at other people's house. We would put it outside in the shed, in a bag, like, we were and then that night after y'all fell asleep, he would drag everything in. And then we would have to like,
y'all started getting real lazy with after a while doing it on Christmas morning. On Christmas Eve, it used to be empty. You think we didn't get nothing. They
That
would
wasn't
wait
that
till
fun?
Christmas morning to wrap us up. Whatever.
No, we did it on Christmas Eve. That's what I said. In those midnight hours while y'all were snoring, by the time y'all woke me up, I had been asleep for an hour because not only do I put it together and I wanted to make it perfect. Your daddy had fell asleep, woke up, fell asleep, woke up. And it's not because he don't want to help. It's because you know how men do stuff. Y'all know how men do stuff. They do it so you don't want them to help you. I think that's what he does.
We do it our way.
I would get him to do stuff like put your stuff together. And he would just put all his weight on it. And I'd be like, oh, Lord, she didn't even play with it. He done fell through the whole thing. So on Christmas, not on Christmas Day, because nothing's open. So the very next day, I got to return stuff because he done put his whole weight on it. I'm like, it's just a plastic kitchen, baby. And like I said, I think it was just him. Then the years when it was cars, like, oh my goodness. I'm so glad that you guys are older. You guys are way more expensive, of course. But no, not expensive. I mean, you guys like little knickknacks, so it's never been. But Kwanzaa is the best thing that hit this house. Because I love to hear you guys speak about your dreams. I love to see you guys toast. I love to see you guys read a day. Everybody gets a chance to read a day. I think it's what we remember when we were growing up. So now we're going to add it where on the last day, on New Year's Day, we used to have to like find our gift, do something creative. So when we were doing it, Aunt Diane would do it on the last day at her house. And a lot of the times we would stand around and all the kids had to come with a gift. And that's why I actually have a Kwanzaa poem that I wrote like when I was like maybe 15 years old. Because that was my gift. I wrote poetry. So I took all the principles and wrote down a poem that represented everything. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to dig through some stuff and find it. So by the time we're doing Kwanzaa on one of our days, maybe the last day, I'm going to share the Kwanzaa poem. So tune in. That will be coming soon. But this was fun. I'm glad you tuned in and let us know. That was hilarious. I thought of you today when me and Melissa was talking because she's at the age now where her kids with is going to the ship where she's ready to let them know, more about the meaning. Because a lot of times when we do all of that and get you guys to think that it was effortless, it teaches you to somehow not be as grateful for what you're giving, and it is a lot of sacrifices that a lot of parents make to give somebody else the credit, and so being able to have real conversations, to even say, like you always laugh because it was like Jesus he's the reason for the season, right? And so it was still not stealing from you the world that we're actually a part of, because I didn't want you to not feel like you missed out on something, because some of the things were harmless. I thought it did give us imagination, and it gave us something to expect outside of our birthday, right? It gave people the opportunity to brighten up somebody's day for no reason, because we have a hard time just doing that. But to put a day around the world to try to hold that love and give out of wherever they are, I think is a good energy that Christmas represents and the season represents. And sometimes we lose it in material things. So if you're in a season where you can't afford to do, because we are in the pandemic, I want us to recognize that is about quality over quantity. And so doing like we did, maybe doing Secret Santa this year. So maybe you can't give a million things. When we were talking about Santa, at the end of the day, he only left one gift at every house when you watch the movies. He didn't leave so much. So maybe we went for quantities and not quality, because everybody got one thing. And maybe if you were getting one thing, it wouldn't seem like so overwhelming. And so it's about having real conversation of what the season is about, especially if you are feeling stressed and depressed about what you can't buy or what you can't do. If pandemic has taught us anything, it has taught us to realize and recognize the things that matter the most. And that's family. That's love. That's these relationships that are being born. That is the way we move. That's how we see life. That's what we offer. That's our smiles. That's our soul prints. And so how has Christmas evolved for you is the real question that you might need to ask yourself in this season. And if you are sad over materials, if you are feeling depressed over what you can't do, then maybe you do need to get a soul coach and book you a soul talk, because it is bigger than what you have, is more about who you are. And so who you are is somebody who is stuck in the middle of a pandemic.
And once you realize who you are, the more you have.
Mm-hmm.
Don't work the other way. I'm glad you said that. Don't work the other way, right? You gotta know who you are.
Yeah.
Think about what you got. Tyler Perry got all this, anything you can imagine. Lonely as I don't know what.
Mm-hmm. We're just talking about a different, you know what I mean? And so it's not what you have, but what you're holding. You know, and what you're holding is in here. And it's in your intention. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes you gotta have, maybe God said the jig is up. You know, maybe it's time to have real conversations and value.
Share that with
yeah,
too is so special.
That's very special, right? Having that, you know, having somebody to want to give something to. Some people don't even want to give nothing to nobody.
We actually really literally started a life together.
We did. And look at the first seed, the first tree.
The first love.
Because now we have, now at 18, she grows up. Then at 19, well, you're 19.
19.
No, but I was just saying, at 18, you had to leave, you know, and that's when you planted your new seed for your tree, because you grew on us, you know, and then you became of age, because our children come through us. They don't belong to us, right? That's what I say. Your kids come through you. They don't belong to you. And so there is an opportunity when they will plant their own seed and start their own tree. And so I'm just so grateful to know that we decided to come together, and not knowing how we would do what we did, starting in a time when, listen, they call us throwback. Why? Because I was home with you for my own reasons, my lifestyle and what I've experienced. So I wanted to guard you with everything. And so I stayed home with you, and what we grew into and what we became, I'm just so proud of. And that is so worth the price of admission. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that our Christmas has evolved. I'm glad that you are one of the most influential leaders of our time. You know what I mean? And the way you lead your siblings and inspire them to greatness. I'm glad that you was the first one out. Great job. Super proud of you.
You are a great example for others to follow.
And we love you.
Keep your head. Don't let no dude carry you in your mission in life.
And I'm so glad that your beauty runs deep to the bone, because it is one thing to look gorgeous. I didn't say that everybody got our little stuff. I'm saying that like I said, your beauty runs to the bone. You hear me? So it's one thing to look good, but it's one thing to
she has
be
a good heart, but she's not forgiving. She is
forgiving.
No, it's over for you.
Yeah, but that don't have nothing to do with forgiveness. Is, listen, you know why I know that she's forgiving, because she's living in her forgiveness. Oh. Forgiveness is not about allowing somebody into your life. It's allowing yourself not to change for the next person coming. You know, don't allow people to tarnish who you are. So forgiveness, she's done. Because only forgiveness will welcome in something better than what's left. Okay.
You broke that down. Why you
so let me tell you. Yeah, baby. You gotta make room for beauty from ashes. So the evidence of forgiveness is in what she got next. Okay. She learned the
so. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. No. Let me tell you something. Okay. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. That's why you need to book your sessions with the doctor.
The soul doctor.
Dr. Soul herself.
But anyway, I love you,
Dr.
boo.
Soul Shaker.
You spent 15 minutes with us. Look at that. Didn't it fly right by?
You too.
No.
To this day, you can't tell Essence that she wasn't blessed with a voice.
Nigga cannot
She
sing.
refused
That's the
to
only thing
write.
she can't do.
One of the best writers of our time. I love to read her works, but Essence doesn't want to write. She loves to try to sing. You need to write a song, not sing the song.
Yeah, I can write for days.
I was
Papers
a
for days.
single youth choir, man. I was really good.
You
I had
can write
talent.
what?
I can write. I just don't like to. Like, it's not.
I
something
know you can write very beautifully. You have a very amazing way of describing
She get
stuff.
that from her dad.
Yes, she definitely gets it from her dad.
Iced out, number one dad. Iced out, number one dad.
Yeah.
Iced out.
Iced out, number one dad.
That's
Again,
when I know,
I
that's
said,
when I know you made it. When I get an iced out number one dad, that's when I know you made it. She made it. Oh, my baby made it.
Some water
She
for her
made
dad.
Huh?
she made it. She made it. My baby made it. I got an iced out dad. I'm done.
She made it.
So I should have got rid of some glasses.
Hey,
I love you guys so much.
You know what? You just turned pro after your first year.
I said, what?
You turned pro after your first year. You know how some people be one and done, like the college kids, they play basketball to be one and done.
I don't get it.
But I'm not in any sports.
I know, but I'm just saying. You got a nice little job, nice little intern. So it's like you like one and done. It's the same. It's like equivalent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Essence got her first internship, a paid internship.
After her first year. Man.
After 1 year of college. Isn't that beautiful?
One and done.
I'm so proud of her. She what you said, Nate's listening with me now after hitting the first 10 minutes of our show earlier. He's been enlightened, and so have I love it. If we could shine our light once again to help yet another switch be discovered, I'm telling you, I love it. Essence is like, good Lord, let me go to bed, right? Rondell ain't letting her go, right? He want to see her his baby face.
When we found this little girl, she was in the streets. Y'all hear me? She was with the gangs and all that. Then when we got her, we turned her life around. Now she's a scholar.
Who?
Oh my God.
What shit I'm like, who did we do that for?
She's on the She came through.
Boy, it's so ignorant.
Books.
You know, the one thing I can say that I love about your story of you, that when you get to one day tell your kids, because you know, parents always come to be like, oh, talk about your mom, I talk about this. You know, everybody, and we can say, walk 3 miles to school. No, listen, Rondell, seriously. People used to always tell us, wait until she hits this age, and she's gonna lose it, and just wait till she hits this age, and she's gonna do this, and just wait. Now I can't speak for who's coming or how their personality will be, you know. But I can honestly say that I always said I ain't waiting on nothing. We control our environments. We get to put in what we need to put in. And I'm so glad that you just showed up in the evidence of everything I speak of. So you make it so much easier for me to launch my I See Me Academy. Just all of you guys, and how you speak, how you move, how you respect one another, how you respect other people out of our presence. It just helps the brand. So I just want to let you know that, you know, I appreciate you helping who we are and what we represent by being who you are effortlessly. It just really makes us look good. People complain about making the parents look bad. I want to celebrate you and your siblings for for going out of your way by being intentional with how we feel by making us look good. Thank you. It's not easy, honey, because
do I let you curse?
Do I let you curse? Yes. He will let them curse. He has no rules. They just have to be respectful. They have You can't cuss at us. You can accidentally cuss. But even with that, y'all don't cuss.
You let your kids curse?
At me?
No.
No, not let them curse. It's like, you know how you accidentally say something, and it's like, you know, and even at our ages, we're in the room, not me, not with my mom. But with your Yaya, if daddy's in a room and accidentally says a cuss as a 41-year-old man, it's like you disrespecting me. So it's just different. We spoke about old school versus new school. You know, the cuss word wasn't
versus real time.
huh?
Grannies.
As long as you don't cuss nobody out, you know. So if you accidentally are frustrated and use your emotion where you're cussing, I would understand that because we kind of taught y'all that. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
I use cuss. My mom cuss.
I would expect
You know, huh?
Kind of taught us.
No, I mean, yeah, that's why I said, oh, shut up. We definitely taught y'all.
We speak French around here.
I tell people all the time, we speak French. I'm sorry. You know, it's a wonder. Listen, you can get the best of both worlds. But yeah, we cuss. And it ain't even like a cuss out match. It's just like, oh shit.
Telling your kids not
what
to
the
cuss.
heck, you know?
Telling your kids.
God damn it. You know, it's
that's
just
what I'm saying. It's equivalent. Telling your kids not to curse is like if you curse.
Telling
your kids not to curse is like telling them that there is a Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of crap.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not recognizing that it's not in their DNA, it's in their CNA. So I mean, they are
blaming somebody else for something that you doing.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely
I'm out here
right.
cussing, telling you not to do what I'm doing. You talking how I'm talking. You communicate how I communicate. Maybe when they're arguing too, yelling and screaming, cussing each other out.
Melissa said, Essence is a boss. Every time I see her, wait for the real life example. I know. It's just, I tell you, that girl, she's a trip. Remember when I brought my dog over? Essence, tell her. She was so sure that dog was needed. Essence, what did you ask about the dog? What happened with the dog? What she said, I saw my oldest Charlotte in her. She was like, the dog is a good dang thing. Don't be scared. Oh, what Charlotte was telling you about the dog, Essence? You were scared of the dog?
No, I wasn't scared, I don't think. I think she's saying that I was saying that the dog was good.
Oh. Cool. All love.
That's all can you give me a dog for Christmas?
Okay, who get you a dog?
Dad, we're here, Dad.
You gonna take it with you, right?
No.
She said take it where? I'm taking it up here. You can be friends with the fish. We got a pet fish. All we need is a pet dog.
No. No dog.
Really?
She was telling y'all that a dog was needed and challenging y'all on it. Oh, that's right. You are so right. Essence was trying to get a dog. And I told her that I don't want to have to deal with another thing. We have had dogs. They have had their share of dogs. I have raised 3 litters or 4 litters.
Your choice, dog, or you can give me an ostrich.
And I never wanted a dog. I have raised 5 kids, and I didn't plan on having kids.
Dog or ostrich.
I have been married, but
y'all know how to figure
I have to get rid of the bodies. It doesn't matter if you have to. It doesn't matter. You want a dog?
I gotta be the damn funeral.
What's wrong with a dog?
You get a bully, right?
Nothing's wrong with a dog, but nobody's going. Nobody's watching the dog.
We want a little Chi-Chi dog.
What's you gonna name him?
Little Chi-Chi.
You gotta name him something crazy like
No, Melissa, don't entertain her. And don't get her
animal that
you can get her Chi-Chi dog, Auntie Melissa, at her wedding. That can be her perfect wedding gift. Auntie Melissa can get you a little Chi-Chi dog when you get married.
If I get you a dog, you got
that should be a perfect wedding gift, Melissa. That's what you could do.
You hear me?
What?
If I get you one of the little dogs, you gotta name him Cujo.
I'm not naming my dog Cujo. It's gonna be just. I'm just gonna be scared of it in general. Cujo is a terrible dog.
I'm gonna be scared of a little old.
Because you don't want to set no wrong intention. Because the mindset of Cujo means you don't want to name your dog Cujo. Okay? No, it's
period. She said dogs help clean the dishes quicker than human hands. We would never have to clean dishes again. I'm about to be done cleaning dishes anyways. I'm out of this, y'all, in about. Give me 6 months. I'm out of here. I'm out of there.
On the weekend, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, when you move into your own house, when you move into your new apartment or whatever, and you're still who's gonna wash your dishes? You're still gonna have to wash dishes.
I'm gonna have to wash one fork, one plate, one spoon, and one knife. That's what I'm gonna wash.
Not the rate you go.
It's not gonna be no soup kitchen supplies in the kitchen. No, it won't.
She have about 6 plates in there before she start washing dishes.
No, I'm gonna be. It's easier to wash your dishes when it's one. When you look and you just see about 20 dishes, your motivation just goes to zero. So.
But what if you got a roommate that uses all the dishes? Don't wash the dishes. Now what?
All my roommates are friends, so I'll be like, "Girl, you not gonna wash your dishes."
I know. I'm gonna do it. And tomorrow comes and it's still not done.
He's a trip.
She's gonna do that.
The kitchen down here.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, they act like
Don't condone violence.
Anyway, at the end of the day, this has been the hour with the Paulins. Actually, Perspective with the Paulins for real, where we spoke about has Christmas evolved for you. You know, this is the Become Your Magic Power Hour where you get the opportunity to ignite all of those abracadabra moments that lead you to the magic that is you. So in this holiday season, at this Christmas, I guess celebration, as we are celebrating the gift that is life, we got to remember that we are a gift in life. And so in order for us to really move, in order for us to really evolve on what Christmas is, we got to be willing to have true conversations with ourselves so that we don't feel bad about what the season brings, what we do not have, but that we will focus on the advantages, the ability to have breath, to have life, to have someone to wake up next to have someone to call. So as we were saying earlier on Lessons and Legacies with Melissa Price, we talked about remembering somebody who may be alone at this time. Give them a call. FaceTime them with these new technologies. Reach out and let somebody know that you're thinking about them. Do the same with the people that you are around. So if you are at home, make sure the time is full with quality. That you are we're going to play some games, maybe watch a movie. We're going to watch Jingle Jangle. I heard that it's amazing, so we're waiting to watch it for Christmas Eve together. But as I said, please find ways to really enjoy this holiday season and evolve now as you are older. Create new traditions that put back in that infection that is you, that you want to leave in this world. And so as I often say, it is a relay race and somebody is relying on you to turn your fingerprint into a soul print in order to change the world. Because the fingerprint tells us what you got wrong in this world, and the soul print, it tells us what you got right. And what God got right is you. And so it's time for us to do our work in order to do what we came to do, which is shine our light. And so remember, you can never turn on anybody else's light, but you can provide enough light for them to find their switch. So stay lit in this world so somebody can find their way out of the darkness. Thank you for tuning in with us. You've been plugged into the Power Hour with the Paulins on this hour. We love you, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next Become Your Magic Power Hour at 9 p.m. Take care of those souls, and remember, I choose me. # no more excuses, because you were born enough. Bye-bye. Tell them bye, Esther.